Hey guys, welcome to the Juicy Ginger Podcast. I'm your host, Kenny Martin. Great show for you today. It's Dietrich Rashad. He's a member of Wow He Said That podcast. Feel like I'm high. Hey, welcome to the Juicy Ginger Podcast. I'm your host, Kenny Martin. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Follow us, like, comment. If you like it, if you don't. Today's episode with Dietrich Rashad, we learned a lot about him, about his upbringing, why he dresses the way he dresses, maybe the most stylish comedian in Phoenix. Right now he has blue hair, I think some blue fingernails. Funny guy, great crowd work, put together a great set. He's going to be doing our show next month, May 7th, I think it is. So without further ado, here's episode 6, Dietrich Rashad. So did you know, I'm sure you knew that Dietrich means ruler of peasants.
I've definitely have looked it up.
Did your parents know?
No, hell no. I mean, my brother was actually, my older brother and only sibling was born Romaine. And
Romaine?
My dad was like, I can't have a Romaine and a James or Charles because those were the other options.
Yeah.
So he ended up seeing a doctor on TV. It was Dr. Dietrich.
Okay.
Normally it's a last name, but frickin', he was like,
Right.
all right, Romaine and Dietrich, which I'm happy.
No, I dig it.
I'm happy.
Romaine and Dietrich.
Better than Romaine and James.
That's
or
true.
Romaine and Charles.
That is true.
I hated it my whole life, though.
Why?
Because I say, hey, what's going on? How you doing? My name is Dietrich. They're like, huh, Derek, you know, it's been slaughtered verbally,
Yeah.
on paper.
In school by teachers and shit. Yeah.
Everything, you know, and it's even funny because how you spell Dietrich, it's Diet Rich.
Right.
And a bully at the bus stop when I was growing up saw it on my brown paper sack,
Your lunch.
Dietrich, and he was like, oh, Diet Rich, and I'm fucking 9. I'm a little sad about it until my brother goes puts him in his place.
Yeah.
Fucking 30 years later, all of a sudden, that's my fucking logo is fucking Diet
Rich.
You know, fucking, I'm with it because I'm
Thanks,
Diet
bully.
Rich.
So how much older was your brother?
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, freaking. Good guy. I hate him, though. He's good at everything.
I don't have that problem with my little brothers. They're shitty at most things.
See, you're the older brother. See, so you got the same problem. You're just in a
I'm just
different
kidding. They're
fucking
good.
position.
They watch this podcast, by the way. Y'all are good. I'm playing. Yeah. Yeah. One of them's got a podcast. It's doing pretty good. It's called the Oh Now podcast. He does he's big in MMA, and it's him and he's a prison guard. It's him and one of his buddies. They got some crazy shit. They talk some crazy ass shit they've seen, and they interview some of their ex prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Like once they get out and stuff,
Yeah.
they call in and interview some of their old guys and tell stories and shit.
That's actually a good concept.
It's pretty cool
because you could imagine how much shit you see as just a prisoner guard.
Yeah.
The fights, the shanks, all types of everything.
Crazy. He told me it's not what you see, it's what you smell. He said you can walk by a cell and you smell it before you see it. Just whatever's going on.
What does that even mean?
Just think. Just guess.
Oh my god.
Just guess. He says you take a hard ride around cell block B. He says you smell it before you ever see it or hear it.
Nope. Cool. Maybe I will start abiding by the law. I don't want anybody.
Don't want none of that.
I don't want anybody to smell my activities before they
We're too pretty.
pop around.
We're too pretty.
Bro, could you imagine if I got arrested right now with my fucking hair? With my nails.
You are
Bro,
screwed.
I'd be in the police car trying to scrape my shit off, ripping my hair out. Like, there's no way in hell. Like, they would try to take me easily.
Well, see, you have a service, though. You can cut hair.
You would do just fine in prison, bro.
Yeah.
At first, that's what you would think at first. You know, I've gotten along with everybody I've ever kicked it with in my life for the most part. But prison, I feel like that's a different animal.
What about you bring a service?
But they don't know that when I first come in with blue hair and painted nails and shit.
True.
When I'm first getting in,
they think it's a different service.
Yo, if they see me bending over, spreading cheeks with painted nails, they're gonna fucking get excited.
You got a different target on your back.
And I'm
that
half
light
black.
skin,
Yo,
yep.
I'm half black. I'm built well, and I got ass for a man. You can't have ass and painted nails and not expect to get raped in prison.
That is true. You better be fighting first day.
Hey, it's good. That's why I'm glad, because at least once I bitch slap a motherfucker the first time, at least they know that these nails are just for fashion, not because I like the smell.
Dude, I mean, like, I forgot I think it was Martin Lawrence said if he went to prison, he said, I just shit myself. He goes, I'd be the dirtiest motherfucker walking through there. I just shit myself. They call me stinky.
Yo, real shit. You shit real quick. You do some outlandish shit. Let them know. Like, motherfucker, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about that life, but I'd assume if I shit on your dick, you won't like it very much.
Or you might.
I wouldn't get a 5-star review.
Don't yell at me.
You know, like this ain't the type of shit you get. You know, nah.
You won't do it twice.
Absolutely not. Oh man, see, I gotta start doing better for myself. Gotta start doing better for myself.
Too damn pretty.
Oh, really? Look in the mirror sometimes, and I do know if I went to jail.
Yeah, you're. Yeah.
I'm going to fight a little bit.
You can be selling that ass pussy.
Yo, hey, like honestly, I kind of wish that like women would at least put it out there that they're interested as much as like a dude in jail.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's
cat calling you. And,
yo, exactly. Yo, and I hate getting catcalled as a man. Even I've never been that type of dude. I've never had a fucking half naked girl hanging up on my wall. I've never just been that kind of guy. Never whistled shit like that. You know, but when it happens to me, I kind of hate it. You know, it's like, bitch, you don't know me.
Right.
Like, I'm a nice guy.
Right.
Like, but now fuck all that. But at jail, you know, it's like I know they would do that to me.
Yeah. Oh. They make you blush.
Glad I'm just a little bit bigger though. I'm just a little bit taller than the average and bigger than the average. So, but I'm also scared because I'm white and black. Yeah. I don't know how that works in jail.
I was gonna say where do you go?
Where'd I go?
Because they click.
Mexicans, I don't know. Like my skin tone says Mexican, Dominican, Puerto Rican, but like you said, I got to trade.
That's true.
I'll go in
you
there.
Better learn or sell that trade.
I'm gonna have to go bitch slap the first person that tries to fuck me, cut his hair, set a trend, and fucking get that shit going because
hold him down, cut his hair.
Real shit. He tried to rape me. Now I'm about to hold him down and cut his hair, and I'm gonna be good. My books are gonna be good for the remaining time I'm here. You know. Ramen, envelope, stamps, nigga, whatever I need, I got it.
You good?
And I'm not getting raped.
That's
Number
right.
one thing.
You good? Me, I think I'd have to shit myself and fight. That's it. I can't cut hair. I can't do tattoos. I can't even draw. There ain't nothing I can do.
Who would you side with?
Man. See, I don't know. Like growing up, I've always hung out with black dudes. They ain't gonna let me in.
Yeah.
In prison.
But in high school, I knew this person.
Yeah. Oh, my best friend was black. But playing sports, college sports, and everything, always, you know, you're always with black dudes all the time.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I mean, black people are athletic,
right? And I couldn't go Aryan Nation because I couldn't get that tattoo. Because you're screwed after that.
Yeah, after that, no.
I don't know, man.
And see, that's the thing too. Is like earlier I mentioned how I hate my brother. I only hate him because he's so fucking talented, like super talented. Yeah. And he was locked up multiple times, and I 100% for a fact know he ain't ever been raped. Right. Because he has every trade in the world. Because you mentioned all of them. You said, I don't do tattoos. I can't draw. Yeah. Cutting hair. He does all those. He does all that. Like, fucking, he's probably still a better barber than me. And he's not licensed. He's designed probably about 80% of my tattoos. Done probably about 40%. He's cut my hair my whole damn life.
That's cool.
So everything is envelopes to be drawn on. He was set.
Yeah, he was set. You know? His books are made.
I hate him. I'm struggling just to do one good thing right. You know,
dude. I don't know. I can sell. I guess I'll be selling your ass pussy.
Be a pimp. Yo, we get locked up together, but we gonna have to find some type of way to finagle him because you could sell my ass but we ain't actually gonna sell my ass.
Yeah.
We gonna get paid for my ass being sold.
And then we'll beat his ass and cut his hair.
There we go. And then the whole business.
All right,
man.
we're good.
We get locked up together. Let's rob bank. Rob bank together.
We good. Josh, what would you do, bro?
Dude, I don't know. I was thinking about that because I'm just like non-racist white dudes. That's got to be such a hard time in jail.
I know.
Like, I can't get that tattoo either.
Right.
And like,
You
I mean, maybe I'd have to for while I was in jail, and then like once I get out, you got to get it removed or something. I don't know. Like, that's a good question.
Could you pass off as Jewish and be in their clique?
Is there a Jewish clique in jail?
I don't think so.
Jews don't go to jail, do they?
Got yarmulkes made out of like newspaper clippings.
Right. Envelopes.
Yeah. I was just like, I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
I would have to go Martin and just be stinky.
Yeah, just be stinky.
You would have to take after my man over here and shit yourself, or just get fucked.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, so I'm shitting myself. I'm definitely shitting myself.
Just hang on to somebody's pocket, bro.
Right.
Like, yo, what you need me to do? Can I be your bookkeeper? Be a bookkeeper.
That's right.
Jewish bookkeeper. Math, numbers.
You know what I would do? This is what I would do. Hold on.
I've got it, but you.
This is what I would do.
This is what I would do.
I'd be like, so TikTok is huge in prison right now.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I would just be the dude that got the cell phone in, and I'd be like, y'all want to get on TikTok?
Right.
Fucking protect me.
So you would
Content
be the
creator.
He would be the guy that knows a guy. That's who you'd be in prison.
Yeah.
You know the guy that could get the phone in.
And then
I'd be like, yo, Dietrich County, you got to get me a cell phone stat.
please.
Make sure it's a new iPhone.
Right. Can you fit an iPhone in your butt?
What about a tripod?
I don't know.
Oh, my
We got
God.
to bring Philip in for this one.
Motherfucking tripod's bigger than Philip.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
we were
that's
talking
probably what
about
I would
earlier.
do. I'd have to stick to a talent
Yeah.
and just be like, yo,
You'd be a content creator.
I'd have to be a content
Smuggling the phone, and then you're the TikTok.
You're a
Yeah.
director.
That's right.
I'd be the director.
Director. There you go.
I would produce a Vice documentary inside. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, do they have like prison porn yet? Like real prison porn? That could be a whole new genre.
Oh my gosh.
You go, look, $1 million idea right now.
Yeah.
That'd be so.
I mean, $1 million might come in the form of like fucking envelopes.
It'd be a bunch of Jolly
ramen
Ranchers and
noodles.
shit.
Commissary.
Some jawbreakers. And
Oh, my God.
Motherfucking free fucking prison tats and shit.
Oh, damn. That's too fucking funny. Well, let's move on from the prison talk. Although that was funny.
Yeah, I wanted to ask.
Thankfully.
So you said you're half black and half white.
I'm half
was
black,
it?
half white.
Was it the
Technically,
German?
I'm half black, 3/8 black, half white, and an eighth native. Don't ask me much.
I
Right
got you.
now.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Don't know.
And who's the German side come from?
Who do you think?
Pops.
Stop. See, you were just trying to go against the bubble. You're trying to go
Mom was
against
German? Mom was German?
No. It's just like I'm not German at all.
Oh,
It's just my
did I miss
name.
that in the
Yeah,
conversation?
yeah, you missed that part.
That's just my name.
Gotcha. Yeah, we'll edit that out.
Yeah, I was about, no, that's perfect because I mean, my first name is Dietrich, German. Middle name is Muslim, Rashad. Last name, most people don't know it. Y'all probably think my last name is Rashad, but it's actually Hodge, which is an English name.
Yeah, that's the proper English.
Yeah, and it was actually my ancestors' slave name. And if you know it, normally
word.
slaves, once they got freed, they take on their master's names and keep that, or they turn to blacksmith or whatever their trade was and everything. So it's like everything. I'm not German. I'm not Muslim. I'm not English.
Okay.
Any of them. But my names
Is all that.
sound like a black person name.
Yeah. Duh.
Just sound good.
Hey, my real name's Kenny Mays. I sound just like a black dude.
You know. And it's funny too because Dietrich growing up, like I was saying earlier, got made fun of so much, but I knew Rashad people looked at as like a black name.
Right.
I got to fight for my blackness all the damn time.
Yeah.
I tried to go by Rashad one time in high school,
Didn't happen.
but people that knew me as Dietrich, they were like, "Nah, nigga, you Dietrich. You're not Rashad." Then
shit.
ATL came out with T.I. and his name was Rashad,
Yeah.
and fucking I was like,
Yeah,
Rashad,
yeah.
Rashad.
That's my name. That's my name.
Yo, but it never stuck. And then it's not even black; it's Muslim.
Yeah, that's true. What being half, we were just talking about prison. Which side do you go? How like in school, who did you hang out with? What was your
Honestly,
I know we're not going to say clicks or anything, but what?
Honestly, it actually really goes with my last name, Hodge. Very hodgepodge. All over the map. I mean, I worked in the cafeteria at lunch, $5.15 an hour, free lunch.
Yeah.
Parents come buy lunch,
Yeah.
so I had to eat. I was an athlete. But besides that, man, I graduated. I was in all types of clubs, 3-sport athlete. Wednesdays, I'd hacky sack with some of the hippies. Freaking, I'd be freestyling on Friday with some of the brothers. I was everywhere, unless a lady wanted to kick it with me any time between Monday and Friday, But I was a comedian, and I always tell people if I describe myself with one word, it'd be diverse.
Yeah.
And I do have to credit that to my upbringing at this point in my life, because I did grow up in so many different things, I mean, I got a very hick white family from Ohio.
Okay.
And then my black side is from Texas, hardworking, does have some slave history. So I'm very confused. The set I've been using lately is completely derived around being black and white and being confused, because you just don't know how to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
You have a black parent and a white parent, and both of them could tell you this and both of them tell you that, but both of them don't know what it's like to be both,
right?
And to be both, it's very hard, because literally I'm always growing up, at least that's how I felt. I was always the black person amongst white people, and the white person amongst black people. And then I even dug a little deeper recently, and like even within when I'm with black people, I'm not just black or white, I'm the light skin.
Yeah.
Now it's like I was like, oh my God, I can't. You can't. So it took me. I'm 34. It took me 31 years to realize I'm fucking Dietrich. I'm me.
Yeah.
But those are hard struggles to go through. To realize I'm not a race. I'm not anything like that.
You are you.
But it sucks, because you do get typecasted with things.
Yeah, you get stereotyped. Everybody.
But we all do.
Yeah, we all. Do you think that's why you're close with your brother? Because he kind of went through the same thing before you did?
Honestly, no. I mean, I did get a grill because of my brother, because I realized that I would look good with a grill, even though like I'm not from the South or anything like that. But I was always scared to do white shit or black shit, because to say nigga or to speak proper English, or I never knew what to do.
You kind of tiger open the whole
bro,
time.
I'm outcast like all the way with the way I dressed. I'm here and there. I hated it because I graduated top 5% of my class. I had scholarships, academic scholarships, not athletic. So like people always looked at me, and you hear those things like you're acting white, you're acting black. And to me, it was kind of confusing. But my brother, he definitely always identified more as like black.
Okay.
He's always worn clothes, like matched everything.
Right.
Freaking drove with his seat all the way back, bumped the music. Freaking like me, I listened to all kinds of music. I listened. Oh man, I mean, and so my brother didn't necessarily influence me, because we didn't become like good friends until we became older.
Okay.
Like we always had a respect and love for each other, but it was never like taught. We're learning ourselves. You know, 3 years isn't that far apart.
Right,
I mean, I was a freshman. He was a senior. He went to jail right after he graduated. So even my whole high school year, I was still just by myself.
Yeah.
But he definitely identified more as like
black dude.
Yeah, when the way he dressed, the way he talks, everything. Me, I've just always been Dietrich. Like honestly, but I never accepted Dietrich for Dietrich.
Gotcha. No, I get it. I feel you.
Yeah, I definitely.
So you knew you're different. You want to be different, but then you finally started embracing that you're different.
I didn't know how to accept it.
Yeah.
And that's even the thing. Like the word different, there's no such thing.
Different than a stereotype.
And weird.
Yeah.
All those words, normal, all those words, and for me, I know at this point in my life, those words are just like made up. Nobody's weird, nobody's different. Everybody's just who they are.
Who they are.
And so me, It's always been hard for me. Like you asked me what my favorite pair of shoes to wear is, flip-flops all day. You know, my favorite piece of jewelry to wear, my grill. You know, I go back and forth, you know, and it took me a while to realize that I'm allowed to
be you,
to do all that, you know, because people do. You hear it from both sides. Me painting my nails, coloring my hair even now, but I could still go anywhere and get respect.
It's got to be somewhat liberating, though, because you can get away with it. Now, you get pointed out by the, you know, like I won't call you out for being white or for being black or acting by the stereotype. Maybe somebody that you're close with that's truly acts the stereotypical black may call you out. But the general population, you can do what you want to do. Who gives a shit?
And that's why I'm glad I was born in this generation.
Yeah.
You know, because I am.
30 years ago, dude, or if you were...
When I was born, like if I was 30 in the year I was born,
right.
I wouldn't have been able to get away with it. You know, I mean, already I grew up still hearing from white men that my mom was an abomination for sleeping with the black man.
Right.
Stuff like that. So like hearing stuff like that when your mind is still molding, you just don't know how to accept those things. But now, just like you said, it's like it's not a racial thing.
No, it's not
at all, and I can accept it because I don't care anymore. I used to always say I don't care what other people think, but I 100% cared, and I still care a little bit.
Right. Everybody people that say they don't care 100% are lying.
You know,
they do somewhat. Otherwise, you wouldn't bathe. You wouldn't get up in the morning. You wouldn't do shit. There would be no motivation to do anything, really.
You know, and that's why I try to really focus on myself. 100%. Probably the best piece of advice I've ever received that I have given to other people along my journey is if you can't take care of number one, you can't take care of number two or three.
That's true.
And that was my platoon sergeant, my second tour in Afghanistan. Friggin', it's real. Like, if you can't take care of your mental, like, that's the most important thing, your mental. Your physical, everything else. If you can't take care of your mental, you can't take care of anybody else, your kids, your wife, anything like that. So if you're not happy truly yourself, then you're not going to be able to provide that for anybody else in your life. No,
nobody around you is going to be happy.
And people, they hear me around my children. They hear me around my lady. Like, bro, I don't hold up. My parents, it don't matter. I'll do whatever recreational drug enhancers I do. I'll talk the way I do. I just don't get like super raunchy in front of my children, but I cuss freely. If I die tomorrow, I want my kids to remember Dietrich as Dietrich. Yeah. Not as this fake motherfucker. Yeah. So I do what I got to do. And if fashion, dressing, looking some type of way, saying some... I cry at movies. Freaking, I'm an emotional person. I'm so much my mother and my father. If you don't want to accept me for that, it's cool. Because at this point in my life, I know everybody's not going to like me. I'm going to have haters. Yeah. Everybody's going to have that. So really, you got to get comfortable within your own skin at some point. If not, you're just doing yourself a disservice. Yeah.
If you don't have any haters, you're not doing much.
You know, and I used to love haters, but me, like, I'm a people pleaser. I don't want no haters. I want to please everybody.
You don't want them, but you're gonna have them. You have to learn to deal with them.
I'll take some closet haters. Yeah, but don't hate me to my face.
Don't do it to my face, man.
Just don't hate me to my face because I know. Because now I'm gonna have to make you hate me more because I'm gonna be a bigger man. Yeah. And let you know you hate me for the wrong reasons. Yeah, you're hating me because. Dissatisfaction you have within your own self. Yeah.
Insecurities within your own self.
And that's
they're pissed off they can't do things you're doing, dress the way you do, talk the way you do.
That is the only reason why there's a hater. Because people look at themselves and realize that they're not doing what you're doing.
Yep. Best line ever. Don't be mad at me or don't be mad at me or don't hate on me because I'm doing me better than you're doing you.
And that's you can't be upset about that stuff. Like, like I get there sometimes, you see, especially as a comedian, I'll see somebody featuring for somebody or doing this and like My first thought, 100%, is like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But then immediately I'm like, damn, why am I not
Yeah,
working
that could've
hard
been me.
enough?
That could've been me.
Why, and then it's time and everything. But like, we all have our moments of hating or envy.
Yeah,
like I look at it, it's not
Yeah.
much difference, but like I do know I envy
Right.
in certain realms,
Yeah. Jealousy is just an insecurity.
and that's all it is, and normally it pisses you off because you realize it's your fault.
Yeah.
And when it's your fault and you could have made that difference, that's what pisses you off even more, because you knew you were being lazy. You knew
Right.
you weren't doing what you're supposed to do.
That's right.
You see motherfuckers with nice bodies, people that, everything. That's not their fault,
Right.
that they were fucking in the gym
Yeah, that's
or
right.
eating right or saying no to the
Steroids.
cheeseburger. Yeah,
All the
they all
steroids,
think it's steroids. It's not. Are you on steroids? So, like, I was about to say, yo, you got a plug?
Oh, I got a plug. I'll hook you up. That steroids don't put gas in your car and take you to the gym, though.
And that's the thing, like, because people even think that you could just do one thing and all of a sudden everything else materialize.
Right.
That's not going to happen
true.
like that. You still
Yo.
have to take that thing to help you,
Yeah.
and then still do the thing that you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
If you're just fucking taking steroids
Right.
and just laying on your ass,
It's just gonna get you fatter quicker.
if you're just reading fucking comedy books and not going to
Going out
stages.
There's a lot to do with bodybuilding and weightlifting, or excuse me, bodybuilding and comedy. You don't get it overnight. Like it's a learned thing. You're not going to get it in 1 year. It's always a process. Everything is a process. You're not going to get a fit, jacked up Arnold Schwarzenegger body in 1 year. You're not going to be funny like Dave Chappelle in 1 year. So it just takes time.
And you could, like, that natural thing is there. That's what sometimes is hard for me when you see someone that has like that natural spark.
Yeah.
But then you gotta realize that you gotta outwork everybody at that point. But even those people, I've always hated those natural talented motherfuckers.
I'm older than y'all, so I get more of like a dad approach. Like I see some of these, I call anybody that's younger than me, I call a kid. That's not out of disrespect. That's just
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Some of these kids that are, there's one in particular in my mind that are he is just lights out funny, but he may or may not show up to a show.
Oh, I wish I could start name dropping, because I have a couple
But
ideas.
the funniest, got the funniest characters, funniest on stage, just awesome, but just don't have that work ethic.
It's almost like if you seen like a LeBron James or a Kobe, freaking
Dicking
be as
around.
good as they are and just not showing up to the gym
That's
early
right.
or anything like that. And I pride myself on that. Like I don't care when I do shows. I show love to the producers, not only because I'm a producer myself, but because I know what it's like to do it. I show up at my shows early. I show up everything, like outside of shit that I produce. I try to keep it 100% professional all the damn time.
Yeah.
I stress other people's shows that I do more than I stress my own shows.
Same.
Because it's my show. It's like I know I got it again next month. I know.
Yeah, we'll figure it
I
out.
got my crowd. I got my people. But when you're doing the other things, but like people just they don't do the work. And I'll even admit, like, I haven't done the work because I do comedy for many other reasons than other comedians. I literally, shout out Aaron Kyle Miles, used to be his weed man. Woo. And once we got on that level of being friends more so than just client customer type stuff, he's like, you're the funniest motherfucker in the world. You should do comedy. I do comedy. I could put you on. And I was like, but I didn't want to. Like, I always knew I was funny, but I never thought that could be my route, ever. And
Didn't know how to mold it.
Yeah, and I had too much social anxiety. Like, people are shocked when they find out how much social anxiety I have.
No, it's all masked. That's all. All three of us. Like, it's a mask.
Yeah,
not just a mask, but it's something that we just have to plow through.
Get through. It took a year later for me to get on damn stage to do it. But
shout out to us for doing it.
And you have to sometimes. It's like people are like, wow, that goes opposite about it. You got social anxiety, but you got on stage. I say, I'm gonna punch that motherfucker in the mouth.
Yeah.
Like, it's like literally being the scrawny kid on the playground and punching a bully in the mouth, fucking at lunch recess.
That's right.
Like,
you don't want to do it,
might
but
get
you
my ass whooped. Might get my ass whooped, but I realized, that ass whooping didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would.
Yep.
You
That's
know,
true.
I've had plenty of sets to where I didn't get the response I wanted to.
But it made you better.
Yeah, and then even more so, it made me think later on at night. You know, like, why wasn't I better?
Yeah. Because I
Again,
didn't
it comes
put
to
in
the
work.
hate. Yeah, it comes to the hating part. Like, am I hating? I could have did better if I would have prepared more. So it's like anytime I have a set that I deem not well, I'm not mad at the crowd for not laughing. I'm not one of those comedians that are like,
Bird
it
crowd.
wasn't my crowd.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. It's
Yeah.
like I didn't prepare enough.
Right.
You know? But
I'm
people,
running in that right now. My set the other night wasn't great. It wasn't great at all, and it was just because I wasn't prepared.
Yeah,
It just wasn't.
That's one thing comedy's definitely like made me do is kind of like be more accountable and be like, because you're not. It only takes a couple times when you really like fucking bomb because you know you didn't prepare right.
Yeah.
Where you're like, yo, I'm never going out like a sucker like that again.
Yeah.
And at least if you prepare and you bomb still, you're like, you know what? I gave it my all. And you still leave that night kind of like relieved. But if you go in there not prepared, you bomb, you know you're a piece of shit.
Oh yeah.
because you
Straight
know
up.
that you didn't prepare.
That
Yeah.
clock in your head, everything moves and fast forward. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
let's skip this, skip that, skip that.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off stage.
For real. And it brings me back to like high school when I would like not do homework and skip class
Yep.
and shit, and then a test would come, not prepared like at all.
Right.
And you're just like, fuck. So comedy's definitely kind of like woke that side of me up where I'm like,
Yeah.
get your shit together.
And that was one of the big things with me. Like, a lot of people are surprised that I have anxiety problems and stuff because, like, I'm over 6 foot. I'm light skinned. I'm attractive. I got a nice build. They think, and I've done a lot of things. They really do think all this stuff, but they don't know me. And my whole life, I did performed on courts and swimming pools, all the sports I played. I even was a thespian in high school, and I did plays, but that was other people's writing. The sports I played, I did all the practice that I had to do.
Yeah, it's prepared for you.
Yeah, so comedy, these are my own thoughts. I'm being so damn vulnerable now that I have to go put my own shit out there and have it judged. And I tell people all the time, comedy is unlike any other performance in the world.
Yep.
You instantly know if they're with you or they're against you, because you write your joke and you know when they're supposed to laugh. You know your punchline.
Right.
And when they don't laugh, you're just up there looking like a dick on your forehead.
Big time.
Yo, and it makes you feel like that, but you instantly know. Even like at a musical concert, if you're jamming out, you look out the crowd, people swaying or they're not. You don't know if they're not feeling it or whatever. But comedy, you hear no laughing when you know they're supposed. You wrote it for them to laugh right now, and they don't. You're just like, I'm a piece of shit. I don't even know how to do my next joke. Right now, it's like now I got to bring them back. You know.
Yeah, and that's where the good ones get. That's where the good ones show how good they are, is when they shit the bed and then within that same set they still
bring it back.
And that's why it's so important to actually have that fallback. Even when you do work new material or whatever, like you got to know what's good and whatnot. And that's been my problem since I've been doing comedy, is I shoot off the hip all the time. That I got like some main jokes, but I don't ever weave them in the proper way and stuff like that. But now I'm finally not doing it just for my anxiety. I'm doing it for more now. So now I have to invest now and actually do the education, the process on everything else. So
the setup, the punches, the tags.
Everything, the tags.
You gotta get more technical.
The callbacks, everything. And I'm a writer, and I was talking to one of the OG comedians out here.
Who?
And Mike B. Dapper.
Mike B. Dapper.
Mike B.
Yeah.
Dapper.
Don't be afraid to say his name, bro. Shout out to Mike B. Dapper.
Real shit.
Shout out Mike Dapper.
Real
He
shit.
suited me up a couple times.
And I called him after we got back from Texas doing some shows and stuff. And I was calling him on a producer level. I just texted him real quick. And I was like, yo, if you got 5 minutes, just talk about promoting one of our next shows at House of Comedy.
Yeah.
I'd like to know that. Next thing I know, we're on the phone for an hour and a half. And it goes from producer talk for 10 minutes to an hour and 20 minutes of individual things.
Don't you love that
Yo,
shit?
and it actually made me love it even more so because I realized that Mike is so much like me. I didn't know his struggles he went through when he was just a young kid in this game. But now I see an end goal, like an end game. Like I can see, I know you started where I was at, maybe even worse off with anxiety, to where you could be at. You know, and like I always knew I could be there, but like with my anxieties, it blows my mind that he felt the same way I do. Man, my heart's out my chest. I hate most times getting on stage. You know,
yo, what's that thought you think before you get on stage every time? Am I even funny?
Yeah, am I even funny?
I mean, I've never had that thought.
Or I could bounce.
I think that every single time. Are these even funny jokes?
I've just never thought like, can I deliver? Because I always tell people, I'm funny in the moment. Always been funny in the moment. But how, like, am I gonna be able to transfer this to where it's not like they were there for the initial conversation?
Like translate it,
you know, to be able to do that, because you take something funny, you say funny shit in conversation all the time. Like, something I pride myself on with comedy is helping other comedians that are trying to get into it. And I could probably anywhere between 15 and 20 people I've helped get on stage for the first time.
Oh, word?
Including Phil. He's the one that definitely took the torch and ran with it. Him and I, yin and yang. 100%. I did my first set, and within the next 3 years, I probably got on stage maybe 12 times. He did his first set, probably got on stage 12 times in the next 2 months. Like me was for my anxiety. Him, he's a pusher, you know, and he's done the most. But I love to be able to help other people get on stage. You know, like I've had so many people that do it. I tried to put them on shows. But I put them on 1 or 2 shows, and I'm like, you do the rest yourself now.
You got to figure it out now.
I'm like, yo, I'll help you because you're my friend. I think you're funny, everything like that. But, like, I stayed up late at night. I've hit up random DMs that I've never talked to before. I've tried to get booked on shows. I was like, I'm not going to book you on every single one of my shows or anything like that. Right. So it just...
You got to figure it out.
It's that wave. Yeah.
So tell me about that. Philip Jewell and Santiago went out to Texas for a weekend, for a long weekend?
Oh, yeah.
How'd that go?
We went out there, you know, we was hitting cold calls, you know.
I was about to say, like, how do you even start that, bro?
That's what I was going to ask.
You know, and that was the thing. It was, we had no previous connections in Texas or anything like that outside of me and Phil just being in the military, you know, reaching out. I reached out to people I knew in Texas to see if there was any venues that they went to that might be open to it. So Phil took the initiative and started like reaching out, cold calling, doing some things and everything. And we were able to get booked for 2 shows out there. And this kind of goes back to the hater conversation earlier. I never knew in my life if I was a hater or not, because, you know, you do see your friends, like even me coming in here, you know, it's like we ain't boys or anything like that. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker nice ass spot, you know. I'm in a little rinky-dink, you know, condo and stuff. Like, is that hate right there? Is that envy? Does that push you to do more? I don't know, but
it's how you bottled it up.
Yeah, and I didn't know exactly how I was interpreting feelings like that. I've had my whole life. And so we sent videos, me, Jason Santiago, Lamar Mitchell, and Philip Jewell. We sent videos to one of the shows in Austin.
Okay.
And there was 2 paid slots, 1 unpaid slot, and that was it. There's 4 of us.
Okay.
You want to guess who didn't even get a slot at all? Me.
Okay.
And I'm cool because I don't post no videos. The one I did post was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But even more so, I was happy that
for them,
the other 3 got it, because those other 3 push harder than I do with it. Me, it's different. I'm not doing this shit for fame. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not doing it for nothing. Maybe after my kids grow up and leave, when I could fully dedicate it to it. But this is for my personal, you know. So they deserved it more. And then, so in El Paso, we ended up booking another show, and I got that show. Cool. Went up there, murdered it, man. Nice. Like, I normally don't define my sets as being murdered unless I literally feel like I stabbed the fuck out of it. You know? And so I felt good with that. And then we went to Austin, and I'm just like, like, I know I'm super talented and stuff, but I realized in that night, I realized I'm not a envious or a hateful person.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? I grabbed my gimbal. I grabbed my phone.
Yeah,
I recorded everybody's sets. I did interviews. I was everywhere with it.
Hell
and
yeah.
I was just like, that's what it's about. Like, because I want everybody
You
to
got to be a
prosper.
cheerleader at that point, man.
Yo,
it's a team sport at that point.
Yo, I loved
For real.
it. It was so good for myself because I honestly was confused. I didn't know if I was hating or envious or anything. It was just more so, like I said earlier, I'm not working hard enough.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at them. I wasn't mad about any of the situation.
Yeah.
It was just eye-opening experience, and now I know got to work a little bit more, do a little bit more. I've recorded every set since then. Like, I got more heat that I could,
Throw.
Yeah, and it's all there. But I mean, I've been honestly on stage for 5.5 years, but nobody knows that. Everybody thinks I came in with the sophomore class of comedy right now. Like when Phil came in, everybody thinks I came in when Phil came in, but Phil's the one that pushed me to do more.
To get out there.
At that point, me and Phil had a T-shirt company together. He didn't even know I do stand-up comedy because I wasn't inviting people I knew.
Yeah.
I finally posted that shit, and he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know you did stand-up comedy."
Oh, for real?
And then all of a sudden, he did more shows than I did, like that quick.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't doing it for that or anything like that, but I posted it and getting out there, so it's funny because when I first came in, I was fucking with like Chris Zucker, Richie Martin, Josh Graves, not Josh Harrison, Josh Graves,
Okay.
Aaron Kyle Miles. I was over there. Was it Scottsdale Stand-Up, Scottsdale, whatever that was?
Yeah, D was talking about that.
Yeah, with Ron Howard. He was the one that owned that place. That's the first place I did it, but I wasn't doing it for anything more than that. The past 2 years, Phil came on and was like, "Yo, I want to build a team. I want to do this. I want to run shows." And I was like, "Oh my God, you're the yin to my yang."
there you go, bro.
And we been
How'd
doing
y'all
it.
throw Rose in the mix?
That's what I was. Yeah. You jumping?
Yo,
Yo, she's one of my favorites, and I know,
she's
like,
close, yeah.
Yo, she's our favorite too, and that's the thing. Rose is grown. Rose has teenage children, graduated children. She came into the game around the same time as Phil did.
Okay.
And they met each other on a show, and they kicked it off. But Rose goes to every open mic, every show.
Yeah,
she
she's
has
busy.
She has that time. Phil, he's a full-time father. He has full custody of his kids. I have my kids 50, 60% of the time.
Yeah.
Rose is at every show, no matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
So she got to know people. They got to know people, and we needed more people. We needed somebody out there to help us out, as far as booking, because before this COVID bullshit hit, we were producing 3 monthly shows. And not,
Oh damn! I didn't know that. Phil told us. that.
and it wasn't just like 3 just monthly shows. It was 3 Saturday shows a month. We had a Saturday night at 3 different venues, and it started to be overwhelming.
That's a lot.
And especially with, like I was saying, like with my sets and stuff like that. Shooting off the hip.
Yeah.
I got a lot of the same people coming. I want different material.
Right.
I didn't realize that comedy is like a good song. You
Right.
can hear
It's
a
the
good
same
joke over and over again.
And
But-
you can tag it.
Yeah.
There's
And
so
it-
many things you can
and
do.
I didn't
Like a
realize that
sandwich,
then,
man. You
you
can add
know.
pickles. You can add all kinds of shit to it.
Yeah, but Rose don't bump. Everybody's met Rose. She's fucking.
Yeah.
She's damn near like the Phoenix Mama comedy
That's
out
true.
here. Fucking, she's
She
done.
knows everybody. She likes everybody.
Everybody likes
She's-
her.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the more important thing.
That's
So
true.
that's how we brought her in. It's like she honestly does probably easily 70% of our booking. She sees more people perform out here than anybody else. Our show, Ready or Not, at House of Comedy.
Yeah. That's a great show.
Yeah,
dude.
and we normally use newer people that maybe haven't performed at a major comedy club,
Right.
people that just got into it, giving them that opportunities. But she goes to all these shows, so she sees all these people, and like that's kind of how we just brought her on. Like we saw the value in her as a person.
she brings some stuff to the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then even now, it sees it. I'm glad like we were able to give her that confidence to know that she could do more, because now she's running some boss ass shows by
Comedy on the
herself.
rooftop.
Yo,
That's
on the
cool
rooftop.
shit.
Yeah.
That's cool shit.
Yeah, it's freaking. So she's
got some shows where it's like if you have people in town, you want to be like, yo,
They
bring
drop
it to a-
in.
Yeah.
They'll want to start dropping in.
Well, not even that. You want to just, even if you're not on the show, you want to bring them to her shows.
Yeah.
Kind of a deal.
and she
Oh
really.
no, I was talking about people coming from out of town.
Out of town?
from LA, from
Oh,
Austin.
got
That-
you.
Will want to drop into that
Yeah,
show.
totally.
And it's even whether she knows them or not. It's also because other people know her. Mm-hmm. They recommend her name with stuff like that. Like that's just the type of person
cool.
she's been. Freaking, I applaud it. Like every time you see her do a show producing by herself, look at that lineup. Mm-hmm. You look at the lineup and you see the talent of people that she gets booked.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna name drop, but for her show next month on the rooftop, she got a bigger name. That has their own HBO special and everything like that.
Damn.
This person seen her perform before. They text each other now. Everything,
That's cool shit.
She's making moves.
and it's because she has that respect. She has that, everything. Rose is. She's the Rose of Wow He Said That for sure. It is so funny because Wow He Said That and
then you get Rose.
and she's never not one time bitched about she said that,
right?
But we do want to make like a little, some merchandise where it says she said that.
X out the he.
I was thinking about
Or throw
doing
a S
parentheses around the S right before the he.
Yeah. That's cool.
Just like but I mean, we'll see. But Rose is. I mean, we all know she's just a hitter, shaker, mover, strong.
That's cool.
Strong woman, loud.
So, did you and Phil know each other before Phoenix?
No,
Because you guys were both military, right?
we were both military, and it was a mutual friend back in my day when I used to be a little trap man. You sell my weed. I sold someone I grew up with. Wasn't super like friends with throughout high school. We always known each other since first grade.
Okay.
But I started selling to him. Phil he put Phil on me.
Okay.
Started selling Phil a little bit. They had a t-shirt company together.
So you was Phil's weed man.
I was Phil's weed man. That's how I met. That's how I met Phil. He'll even tell you today. Like one time I sold him some trash. You know what? But you know what? You bought it.
Hey,
you
sometimes
bought
you don't
it.
have your best set.
Sometimes you got your
You
best
still
weed.
got to sell it. You still got to get on stage.
That's real. It's like I still sold them. You still bought it. You
Right.
bought it, motherfucker. That's your fault.
Right.
But and that's the thing. They ended up bringing me on the t-shirt business. Felt like a step parent in there because it was their shit.
Okay.
They just brought me into kind of revamp, kind of help, just give a new little splash.
Yeah, you got some swag.
Yeah,
to you.
that didn't work out, but we still remain, I won't say friends, but I still is weed man, still see him.
Yeah.
But me and him went through some similar things: divorce, single parent life. We had a couple of situations where we kicked it by ourselves. Thanksgiving was the first time we kicked it by ourselves. He came over to buy some weed. He said, "Well, what you doing tomorrow?" I said, I was like, "Well, I'm driving out to the desert. I'm gonna shoot my guns on Thanksgiving morning." He was like, "Well, I ain't got my kids."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, if you want to come through."
Sounds like a first date.
It really was, and it was an overnight thing. It was like I hit on the first night.
Hey, I'm not doing anything. You're not doing anything.
Let's go do it
Let's
together.
go do it together. Let's go do nothing together.
And he still slept in his Jeep. I slept outside. Fucking, he
Oh.
he needed a heater.
Oh.
I'll take that fire. But
Yeah.
and that's
You could
just,
have heated him up.
I could have.
You
but,
big boy.
I'm big,
You
but
could
I
just-
still
you
would have
could
been
just-
cold. He wouldn't have done nothing for me.
That's true.
Use
Use him as a scarf.
I could probably use Philip as a throw pillow.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, just fuck.
Yeah. Oh, it feels so good.
He's small but squishy.
He came all dressed up the other night, Friday night. He's all poloed up. It's like, damn, dude, what you gonna sell me insurance? What are you gonna do?
Don't call that dressed up, man. I'll slap him for that, yo.
He's all poloed up.
Just a polo on what, jeans probably?
Yeah,
And some
jeans.
cross trainers probably.
No. He had some nice shoes on.
There we go.
Yeah, he
I
had
was
some
about
nice
to say.
shoes on.
And that's a funny thing because even me and Phil's old lady, we always just talk about his fashion. He ain't got no fashion.
I ain't saying he looks fly or anything. I'm just saying he was dressed up.
A polo. I mean, that was his wardrobe.
A polo with a t-shirt under it. I'm like, damn, Phil.
He ain't got no chest. If you ain't got no damn chest,
That's true.
you can't wear no under.
That's true. If you ain't got no chest and you sweat a lot, you wear an undershirt.
I sweat a lot, but I got a chest.
There you go.
It might be like a female chest. But,
Hey, it's a chest. Yeah.
Yo, Phil might not have a chest, right? But he
Phil
still had
ain't
a
got no
damn
ass
good
either.
motherfucking set the other night.
Yeah, he did. He killed it.
And
Shout out to Phil.
Yo, real shit. Shout out to Phil 100%. He's been working hard, man. Like I see it more than anybody else out here. I see, especially because Phil's been trying to be like me, and ever since he met me, freaking he saw I was doing comedy.
Hey,
he wanted to do comedy.
I was going to bring this up, and we're going to clip this right here. How can Phil be a barber but ain't got no hair?
And that's exactly
That's like a no-leg man being a field goal kicker.
And that's what I was getting at, too, because I was doing comedy. He wanted to do comedy. I became a barber. All of a sudden, he wants to be a barber.
Right.
The only thing that he had before me was a receding hairline, but I got this.
You got that. You make up for it.
I got it. Well, it's a receding hairline, too. It's this or bald like Phil.
Right.
But if I shave my shit now, they're going to be like, oh, you're trying to be like Phil.
There you go.
I'm like,
Can't be doing that.
I ain't going to do that, But, the barbering thing, it's funny because, like I was saying, Phil, he's very good for me because I've never had someone in my life that works as hard as he does, that pushes himself to be better. Comedy, he's strategically better than me. I'm funnier, definitely. He knows it. We all know it. But strategically, he's been busting his ass. He's been busting his ass to do that shit. Yeah. And so with barbering, it's an easy thing once you learn the technicalities of it.
Yeah.
But hearing him, the text messages, him being humble, seeing like his human side, seeing his struggles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then going to knowing how much he puts into that work to get better and seeing it, like that's the thing. I think he wants to make other people look good because he can't look good, like he can't do a swoop.
He's living vicariously
through
you.
But not
then through his customers.
He couldn't do it through me. That's the thing. It's like I got one up on Phil. We both got a receding hairline, but he's also balding back here. I'm not balding back here. I got good hair where it grows.
There you go.
But
and you can grow a good beard
and a beard, and and
I want to see Phil with a beard.
Would you like to see Phil with a beard?
I would love to see Phil with a beard.
I don't think I would. I don't think I would.
Or just a mustache.
A mustache might. Okay. I was about to say, I can't have him. Nah, I can't have him have a beard, too.
It might ruin that smile.
It
that
might.
Beard will stretch out like this when he smiles.
Oh, bro, cover up all his teeth and everything. Look like this Cheshire cat. Like, fuck it. Magical.
He would look magical.
Yo, fuck it.
You need a damn top hat. For Halloween, you need a top hat like you had the Cheshire Cat and then the
Mad Hatter.
Yeah, the Mad Hatter.
Oh, the Mad Hatter.
How cool would that be?
Yo, that's actually. I think me and Phil might have to. Y'all tune in. Let us know if you want me and Phil to go trick or treating. One of our girlfriends could be Alice.
There you go.
Maybe we can have them box over who's gonna be Alice.
That's right.
That'd be good. But I ain't trying to see my girl get slapped like that. Phil's girl will probably mop my girl up. She would probably
throw hands.
Oh, shit.
One's from Westside, one's from South Phoenix. Both Mexicans.
Oh, shit.
Oof. Some nice going to be involved.
Yeah. Watch your boots.
Oof.
So, give me do you guys work at the same barbershop?
We don't. I want him to come to my shop one day, but I've been in the game just a little bit longer than him, and everybody at my shop, we're all by appointment only for the most part. He still has to build that clientele and everything. And I'd like for him to come through one time, but at the same time, maybe not. It's almost like if you had to work with a spouse or something.
Right.
I talk to Phil more than I talk to my girlfriend on the phone. Talk to him more. It's business. Like, we're making money together. We're doing everything together. Not saying like we'd have any type of following.
No.
And that's the thing is like even our daughters, our oldest kids, they share the same birthday. My oldest kid, his oldest kid, January 29th. His daughter's 1 year older than mine, and then our sons are like a month and a half apart or something.
Oh, wow.
So similar,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what makes
You don't want to mess up a good thing already.
Yeah, you know, it's like I'm cutting all damn day, but that's the thing at the barbershop, it's the best job in the world.
I was
like,
going to say, how do you work your comedy into? I mean, obviously it's always something.
yo, I get to get new material in the
I was
barbershop.
going to say, do you get material every day?
Oh, I get new material, but my biggest thing off about working in the barbershop as a comedian is I get to rehearse my material.
Yeah.
Without anybody knowing I'm rehearsing my material.
Yeah.
Every single client that sits in my chair, I get to run the same. If I'm working on a new joke, I could rerun that same joke 8, 9, 10 times a day just to see an individual reaction. I could run it in the shop. I could hear everybody talking in the shop, hear new things, you know, like I work in a black barbershop too. Everybody's just predominantly it's 90% black people that walk through those doors, clients and barbers.
Yeah.
And so it's loud. It's a typical barbershop, freaking Coming to America type barbershop feel.
I love it.
Yeah, you know, and I love it too. You know, and going back to like my appearance, you know, little light skin, painted nails, blue mohawk, motherfucker walking in. I've had plenty of things with those conversations throughout. Like it's family in the barbershop. You know, drink a little bit, smoke. It's all good. But my comedy there. It helps a lot, man. I'll run my shit and people won't even know. You know, I mean, that's how I practice most of my comedy too. I'll be just in a conversation with friends and drop a whole new joke, punchline, everything, and they'll think I'm just talking in conversation. Like, nah, motherfucker, I'm playing you right now. I'm trying to say, because if you can't make your closest people laugh, you ain't gonna be able to make a stranger laugh.
Have they ever said, "You've already told me that joke before"?
They you know, and
because I know how black guys are. They go every 2 weeks to the barbershop, so you've had to rerun a couple jokes.
You know, but I got more white clients than black clients.
They're once every 6 weeks.
You know, and honestly, now I'm thinking about it, that's probably like a 100% fact true statement. You know, because again, do I look like a person that could cut some black hair to a black person?
That's true.
Possibly not.
Right.
You know?
And they don't want to take a chance.
They don't want to take that chance. You know, but I do have I have a nice diverse clientele. That's cool. You know, but in the barbershop, they see me talking my shit, and I normally don't try to repeat it because I'm the type of person I'll be like, motherfucker, you told me that story before. So I try to remember, but if I do start saying it, I try to hit them with a new tag.
There you go.
At least, like, like you told me that before, but I'll tell you this.
Right. Yep. Damn. Well, we got to wrap this up, Kenny. We're almost at an hour, bro.
It's been good. So you guys gonna do another Texas run?
Actually, we're looking. Me, Lamar Mitchell, Phil. We're trying to head out to Colorado at the end of the month. I mean, we already bought our plane tickets.
Oh, sweet.
We ain't got shit booked yet.
Okay.
But we've been doing cold calls again. We booked our flights about a month and a half ago. Been hitting people up, all types of things, trying to get in.
Damn.
I realized that Colorado hasn't been as friendly as other places. I'm like, motherfuckers, y'all got legal mushrooms, legal weed. And it's just funny, like, looking at this thread as we've been, like, added to the groups, the comedian groups, trying to
work stuff in.
You know, one person told us, like, you could probably, if you bring your own speaker, you could probably do something on a corner. You know,
shit.
Yo, thank you. You
appreciate
know, another one was like, we're actually just focused on bringing out quality Colorado comedians out, and I was just like, what are you talking about? Like, and you know,
funny's funny, bro. Who cares where they're from?
You know, and like, I don't like to like talk my shit, my positions or anything, but between Lamar, Phillip, and myself, how many mics and successful shows have we been running in Arizona? Like, we understand the game. If you want videos, we'll send videos. You don't want to book people without knowing these things and stuff like that. But like, between the three of us, we have a lot of
we can give you
steam.
Some references.
We got steam, and then not only is like, it's like tit for tat. Like, yo, help
when
us
you
out.
come in, we got
shows. Help us out. We'll bring you out here. You come out here almost any day of the month, and we'll be able to you know, get you on to something. You know, have you meet the right people, you know, and like, that's what we're about, obviously.
That's one thing that sucks about being that this comedy is such a selfish game, you know, is that they don't want they don't want to give, and they want to see what they can receive, but it's hard for people to give spots, to give shows, to give anything.
And that's what really made me sad with like this comedy game when I actually really got into it.
Yeah.
Is that I realized it's fucking high school.
Yeah, I recognize that.
And me, when I was in high school, I wasn't part of that portion of the games or anything like that. But now, like hearing the shit talking behind the scenes, reaching out, trying to do more, like. I don't give a fuck. I want everybody to succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Even me, myself, like, I don't need much. I've never, not once, said I want to be famous. Never even said I want to be rich. Mm-hmm. Never said I wanted anything more than what I have because I'm already doing way more than I ever thought I was allowed to do. Expectations. Just allowed to. Not even expect. I didn't even know what that word was growing up. Like, I mean, when I went to the military, my pops was like, can you even do 50 push-ups? Mm-hmm. I was a 3-sport athlete, drama nerd. My parents came out to maybe 10 things in 4 years. Oh. I was a go-getter and stuff like that, but never got the appreciation for it. And it just kind of like fucked me up. But like I'm for everybody. Like that's why I take so much pride in trying to help my other people get out. Like I'm not even like saturating the numbers when I said 15, 20 people I've gotten on stage. I know myself. Like Phil, the first time he got booked. Yeah. The first time he performed was at the barbershop I'm at right now. Before I was even a licensed barber. I was just an MC for a monthly show, and that was his first show at my barbershop I'm currently cutting at.
That's funny, dude. Full circle.
Yeah, I got Dave Boogie, Ontario. Ontario's the one who's always clowning me about the hats and shit. Super funny, but he finally went out. He did a show with Chris Mosley, the Childish Show, killed it, brought down the house. There's just so many of these people.
Y'all got me on my second show.
I want everybody. Yeah. Oh, that was your second. Okay, see, because I didn't even know where you were at. Like I said, between me, Rose, and Phil booking our show at House of Comedy, Ready or Not, normally each month, everybody will try to do one person a piece. Somebody might have 2 people. So most shows that I'm producing at House of Comedy that I've been, because it's the style of show it is, I don't know most of the people. I didn't know you before you came. Right. I didn't know who you were. I only know the people I book normally.
Yeah. And I only knew Phil because Phil did. He hosted the first. Did you host the first open mic I did in Gilbert?
Probably.
I think so. And then Phil hosted the one I went
after.
I went when JP's first open. Phil hosted the opening show or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The opening open mic.
Okay, because I hosted at JP's afterwards. Yep.
Because I was just sitting there watching, because I wasn't ready to get on stage yet. I was just sitting there watching all the open micers, and then I was like, damn, I think I can do this. So the next night you were hosting, and I got up. And then the second time I got up was for y'all's show.
So you just recently started yourself then?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
I think you're gonna do well with it, like the way you assert yourself and everything like that. And that's one of the biggest things. Like even I've realized with comedy, something people have always thought I was cocky. I wasn't. I was just good looking. And not trying to. I feel like it's more.
Shout out to myself.
I feel like it's more cocky when you don't recognize facts. Yeah. And I've been told my whole life, women, everything. I've been validated like I know it. But like when you go into something a little bit more cocky, you know it. Like women love dudes that are assholes. Like we all know that. Same thing with comedy. We gotta treat that motherfucking a stage like a woman that wants you. You go up there with that confidence and everything like that, and you do it. It's the world of difference, and like that's why I've had most of my shows. I could honestly say I don't feel like I've ever bombed. Yeah, I could definitely say I've gotten on stage and definitely was not proud of myself in any ways. Like I always get my laughs, but like I want laughs every 20 seconds. I want people slapping their knees. I will feel like I made it once I see someone spit their fucking drink out. Yeah. Like
or a applause break.
Yeah, when you think you're gonna keep on transitioning into your next shit, but you gotta like, y'all still laughing? Y'all, hey, okay, can I get a speak? Yeah, y'all still laughing?
That's right.
Okay, thank you. You know, so it's like you have that type of confidence. So I think you'll do well because that's a big thing about it. You go up there and let them know because I used to do a lot of self-deprecation. You know, go up there just talk bad about myself and stuff like that. And then I realized because you let the audience know that you're human too.
Yep.
You know, but then
because they go up with the first 10 seconds is judging you.
Yeah.
Already.
And you know, so you got to talk shit about yourself. But then I started to think like, these motherfuckers are gonna look at me like I'm lying to them, so they're not gonna trust me. Yeah. You know, so it's like if you do carry that type of personality or anything like that, go up there. Carry that personality, you know. Like I've been able. Shout out Tara Shakespeare. Me and my girl been talking about this. She told me after my set last Wednesday. She said, "Dietrich, you a nasty motherfucker. You nasty." And she was like, "You got 2 baby mama. You got that 2 baby mama dick."
Same here.
That made me feel so good. She was like, "You got dick good enough to fucking have 2 baby mamas," and I was just like, "Yo." Maybe I need to just start talking like that a little bit more because the confidence it's a big thing, you know.
That's cool, dude. Where can we find you on Instagram?
Instagram diet_rich Rashad. Just type in Diet Rich. Diet Rich. That's how you spell my name right there. Bam.
There we go.
Look like the Coca-Cola. More merch coming soon, but. There, Facebook. Need to get on Instagram a little bit more, but find us there. Wow, he said that. Facebook.
Yeah, when
Instagram.
Wow, he said that. When is that show?
Next Wow, he said that show. It's House of Comedy, April 21st,
Okay, cool.
7:30. We got some nice little hitters. Got somebody from out of town. Restructuring. We got Celia as our headliner that night.
Okay.
She's one of the powerhouse females in the game.
Shout out to Celia.
Yo, Celia will fucking rip your head off. I battled Celia. In a roast battle, and I was just being too nice, and then she cut my fucking head off. I was like, it's already 2:00 in the morning, and you just fucking cut my head off, man. But
she don't give a
you know, we got all types of stuff. You see me 21st, and then the end of April. We'll be in Colorado. If we got to hit open mics for a fucking corner like that motherfucker said with a speaker, we'll do it. But like I said, we gonna go into Colorado and we're gonna splash, man. Between the talent of me, Lamar, Phil, the Styles, one of us will definitely go out there. People are gonna want to book us next time.
That's cool.
I told both them guys, I was like, if they want to act this way, not give us no stage time or just like not even point us in the right direction, that's cool. We'll go hit your open mics.
Yeah.
We'll go out there. We'll slap them, and then you guys are gonna want to know.
Right.
It's like a NWO coming into WCW.
Yeah, just come in.
Yo,
slap the shit out
yo,
of
yo,
them,
you
and talk
want a
shit
war?
about them on the
You
open
got
mics.
one.
Yo, and that's real shit. You know, it's just all different type of styles too. Like I'm the super raunchy one.
Yeah.
Fucking, I got no fucks given. I'll talk about my drugs. I don't call them drugs. I call them recreational mood enhancers because shit I do, they're not drugs.
No, yeah. If you do them, they're not drugs.
They're just mood enhancers.
What everybody else does, that's drugs.
If you sticking in a needle, that's a drug. You know, cocaine, marijuana, psychedelics, recreational mood enhancers.
There you go.
That's all it is. Anything else, that's a drug. You can classify that. But you know, Lamar, he's just in the game. Oh, you know, black don't crack. He's probably about 52, I think.
Is
honestly,
he that old?
Shut up. I mean, shit. He got a fucking college ball player. His son's playing college
that's
ball.
true.
I know he's 40 something. You
Damn.
know, but you know, and then Phil, he's technical, and then me, I'm just like,
Yeah, gunslinger.
shooting everywhere. You know, so it's like regardless, and that's why I tell people all the time, doing shows with different people. I know every show I've done, I was somebody's favorite that left the crowd.
Yeah.
I also know Phil was, Jason Santiago, Lamar Mitchell, Rose Verdugo. We all, you know, everybody as a consumer, they have different styles.
Yeah.
You know, I can't expect to be the best to everybody's definition of best
Right.
for every show. But like, that's why I
Sounds
hit.
like y'all need a token white guy in your
I'm
lineup.
the fucking token
You know,
white guy,
you
bro.
have-
I'm
you
the
have-
token white guy.
You're coffee with a little bit of sweet.
Do I gotta go grab my other hat and show you? Gotta show you. That's funny.
Man, so hit the subscribe button. Leave some comments, man. We appreciate y'all joining us, and talk to you soon.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys.
Peace.
Cut.